From the first state, from the other Newark, the one that pronounces it Newark, not Newark, take that, New Jersey. We are live at the Deer Park Tavern in Newark, Delaware, trying to get a beat on one of the most interesting, dynamic, surprising, and let's be honest, entertaining political races in this year's elections. Democrat Chris Coons versus Republican Tea Party favorite Christine O'Donnell. We did interview Chris Coons today. We were hoping to interview Christine O'Donnell. But as you can see, she is not here. And so tonight we turn to two star Delaware journalists who are on the Christine O'Donnell beat, such as it is. Joining us now from the Wilmington News Journal are Ron Williams, a political columnist, and reporter Ginger Gibson. Ron and Ginger, thanks very much for being here. Really appreciate it. I know neither of you have ever been to this bar before, right? Ron, let me start with you. We are hearing reports tonight that Christine O'Donnell has scheduled an event that will be open to the public in Newark tomorrow. That, as far as we can tell, marks a real change of pace for her since the primary. She hasn't really been publicly campaigning, has she?
No, she hasn't.
Yeah. Is there a cost to that in Delaware?
I think there will be eventually if she doesn't get off the dime and get out. I'm not sure what her reasoning is, because she went on national television and said that she was going to do the local. She was going to quit the national campaigning, the national news media, and go local. Yeah. And we haven't seen her.
Ginger, I know that you had access issues trying to cover the campaign both during the primary and since. What's that been like? And can you is there any precedent for it in your career in terms of covering campaigns in this state?
I've not encountered a campaign where it is as difficult as it has been for this one to talk to the candidate or to have access to information from the campaign. In terms of covering it over the primary and into the general election, I've been to a lot of candidate forums and I've listened to her speak in a lot of places in order to be able to convey to our readers what she's doing and what she's saying on the campaign trail.
But in terms of getting access to her the way that you would get access to other candidates in previous Delaware elections, this is unusual.
This is unusual.
Does the campaign make an argument, a strategic argument to you when they are excluding you and telling you no about why they're doing it, or is it just a flat back of the hand?
They've made several arguments recently that she's been very busy and unable to hold interviews. In the past, times that she was busy, unhappy with coverage was another argument they made, and sometimes it's just been that no answer at all.
Ron, in terms of the evidence of her campaign beyond just her, are you seeing a big Republican get out the vote effort? Are you seeing other evidence of a campaign that's happening aside from the sort of national media stuff she's doing?
No, I'm not, and I'm beginning to think that there's some voters' remorse here among the Republicans that maybe they didn't think that she was going to win, and then when she did, they said, "Oops, what have we done here?" Yeah.
Do you think she could win?
I think that there will have to be a lot of different circumstances. It's always possible. I mean, who knows with what's going on this year with the mood of the electorate. But no, I don't think she can as of right now. But if things were to dramatically change for the against the Democrats for some reason, there's always a chance.
You've been writing that Chris Coons needs to take her more seriously as an opponent.
Because I'm thinking that no one's been taking her seriously. It's certainly not Mike Castle. Yeah. And that's one of the problems. So there wasn't really much of a race there because people were thinking that she was a fringe candidate and not worth any attention.
Yeah. Ginger, one of the things that I found frustrating and strange and also fascinating is the relationship of the sort of Republican powers that be in Delaware to this campaign. Obviously, the Republican Party did not want her as their candidate. They campaigned against her. There seems to be some lingering hard feelings. Does her success thus far, raising this much money, being the nominee, do you think it changes the Republican Party in this state?
We've asked that question, what it's doing to the party, and there seems to be a sort of battle going on within the Republican Party. One person called it a civil war to be, which is that, there's a group of establishment GOP members who have been there for a long time, who've worked for candidates, who feel like a group of outsiders is taking over. Yeah. And it's not clear yet when this election will largely determine some of that, of who will win out in that battle.
Well, Ginger Gibson, Ron Williams, both with the News Journal, Ginger reporter, and Ron, political columnist. Thank you for helping us sort this out. You have a hell of a challenge covering a campaign that refuses to be covered. But good luck to both of you. I really appreciate it. Good luck to you both. So we have been calling Christine O'Donnell's campaign headquarters to see if Christine O'Donnell herself or anyone from her campaign would consent to an interview about the campaign. We told them we'd be in town, advance notice, the whole bit. Nothing. So then we went to O'Donnell headquarters to ask, politely and totally not ambushy, if we could please interview someone, anyone, since now we were here in town. It really did not go well. That part of our day here in Delaware is coming up. Please stay tuned.